Hi, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from YourBlackWorld.com. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, and yesterday we brought our Building Outstanding Men and Boys Family Empowerment Series to Louisville. And the goal of the series is to work with experts around the country and go around the country to give parents and mentors the tools that they need to raise better men and boys, to raise young boys into extraordinary husbands and fathers. So the target audience is not not just the boys, although they're invited, but the main target audience it consists of parents and mentors, because we have to build stronger men in order to build stronger families, and we have to build stronger families in order to build a stronger community. Now, one of the things that came up yesterday and on a great panel that we had with Dr. Kevin Cosby, a pastor in Louisville, president of Simmons College. Also, Dr. Ricky Jones from the University of Louisville was here. My own father participated because, I'm from Louisville. Muhammad Ali is also from Louisville, so he's the important guy from Louisville, but I am from Louisville too. My father was on the panel. He was a former police major with the Louisville Metro Police Department. And Dr. Mary Stoddard was here, the lady who actually has a law degree and a PhD, 5 amazing, extraordinary kids, and literally walked across the stage for her graduation the day after she gave birth. So she's one of those, you talk about strong black woman. I don't think that there is any greater example than Dr. Mary Stoddard. You really should look her up. She's absolutely extraordinary. And one of the points that was brought up, and it was actually brought up by my father, and I wanted to share this point to those who are seeking to maybe have something to chew on this morning. And it was a quote from Sun Tzu's The Art of War. And my father is a military guy, a tactician. And, so he's read a lot of Sun Tzu. And one of the things that he said that was really interesting, he said this about African Americans. And it said, quote, "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting." And he believes that this has been applied to black people, and I don't disagree with him. And in case you're wondering, me and my father disagree on a lot of stuff. He's actually very conservative, and I'm not, but I respect the man immensely. And and I think that when you look at the black community, you can see that to some extent we have been conquered, and without anybody bringing their military or their tanks or anything into our communities. We have been conquered with the presence of drugs being dropped in our communities, where we're not only being addicted to the drugs and affected by the violence of the drugs, but we are the ones being incarcerated for the drugs. We have been conquered by a lack of education. We don't have access to good education, but many of us don't care about having access to good education. Many of us would rather go to a Lil Wayne concert than to a PTA meeting any day of the week. It's one thing if we're not allowed to be educated. It's another thing when we're choosing not to be educated. And unfortunately, there are too many people who value sports and all this other silly stuff over education. So what I always say to people is that to some extent, unfortunately, we have what I would call an oppressive partnership, where we are being oppressed, absolutely, by systemic factors that exist all throughout our society, but we're also choosing to embrace that oppression. Nobody told you to take your welfare check and go buy a pair of Air Yeezys. Nobody told you not to save and invest your money. Nobody told you that you shouldn't want to be educated. But then again, though, maybe you're learning some of that off of BET and the radio that you turn on every morning, and all these other things that are used to control your mind. Because I would argue very, very clearly that if you conquer a person's mind, you don't have to conquer their body. Because if you conquer their mind, then they're going to control their own body themselves, and you don't have to do a thing. So what I say to people who want to leave the plantation, my fellow runaway slaves out there, is don't let anybody conquer you. Don't let anybody tell you what to think. Don't let anybody make you afraid to stand up for what is right. Don't let anybody make you ashamed or to walk away from the idea of perpetuating the importance of being an intelligent and a strong and empowered black man or black woman. That is critically important to our liberation individually and collectively, and we cannot walk away from that. So that's all I want to say this morning, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from YourBlackWorld.com. Please take care, and God bless. Talk to you soon. Peace.